Good morning and good evening to everyone, most respected and inspirational personalities from all over the globe. Dr. Diya Chaudhary here, President of Global Peace Protection Campaign and founder of UHO. Welcome to all of you in today's International Human Rights Seminar 2023. Today we will discuss about an important topic which is related to whole mankind without any discrimination of gender, race, color, religion, community and every country. Human being must have knowledge about the basic right of protection of self-reputation and how to deal with the elements which are disturbing the inner peace by making false allegations. All of you know that Article 12 of International Human Rights Law states that no one shall be subjected to interference with his privacy, family, home, or not to attacks upon his honor and reputation. Everyone has the right to the protection of law against such interference or attack. Today, most educated and honorable speakers joined our seminar from all over the globe to discuss different aspects of right to protection of self-reputation. First keynote speaker, respected Hardiana, welcome dear, stage is yours.
Yes, okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone, to all esteemed speakers. I saw that there is students from Dr. Inga also join. It's truly honored to be here with all of you, and thank you so much to to each one of you that join in the session, because I think it's really important for us to talk about this matter, and I'm so happy and grateful to be here with all of you to talk about this kind of issues. And today I'd like to talk a little bit deeper about how false allegation can erode the foundation of peace within our communities or with our society. Because we know that in this world, we aspire for justice and equality. So false allegation pose a safer threat to the very principle we hold. And I think when individuals or even a community institution are wrongly accused, the consequences ripple through society. Like it's going to leave behind shattered lives, broken trust, and also pervasive sense of fear. So this kind of false allegation not only harm the individual directly involved, but also have far-reaching implications for our collective well-being. Because when we talk about false allegation, they undermine the very essence of justice, which is built on the pillars of truth and fairness. And in the context of human rights, false accusation can tarnish reputation. We know that, strip away dignity to, and create an atmosphere of suspicion that divides community. That's why we are having so many wars, because there must be some kind of false allegation that some people or some communities believe in it. So it's truly going to take away the peace in our society. And one of the most prevalent impacts of false allegation is on the psyche of the victims or of the people that got accused about it. Because imagine being unjustly accused of a crime you didn't commit, how you're going to feel it. I'm sure the emotional and the psychological toll is truly immeasurable, and lives are kind of derailed, and maybe families are torn apart too, and the quest of personal and collective peace is truly disrupted. So I think this kind of false allegation contribute to a culture of mistrust. And when we talk a culture of mistrust, there is no peace. And when individuals lose faith in the reliability of accusation and legal processes, the very crucial things that we can notice is the society becomes such a compromise. So communities become fragmented, and the pursuit of peace become an uphill battle. So in the face of false allegation that, yeah, currently some of us got it too, I think the presumptions of innocence, the cornerstone of any fair justice system, becomes increasingly fragile, because people are going to believe what they want to believe, right? So to counter this kind of the thing, we must collectively commit ourselves to fostering a culture of truth and also accountability, because it's really important for us to promote responsibility, for journalism, for example, because we live in a social media age. You have to be mindful enough, you have to be consistent enough but what you post it on social media, what you spread, what you talk to your friends, for example, because there's kind of ethical investigate practice before you open your mouth speak about something, and there is also legal frameworks that safeguard against the misuse of accusation. And I think, yeah, additionally we must also educate ourselves first, our communities, on the importance of critical thinking, empathy, and also due process, because you cannot judge something without any process, without any kind of investigation. It's such a nonsense, because we live in the social media age, and also we know that information can truly travels from Indonesia to Malaysia within seconds, to Pakistan within seconds. Yeah, the unprecedented speed is truly we cannot even imagine how fast these kind of the things going to spread around the world. So the impacts of false allegation is also magnified because of the power of internet, the power of social media. So a single baseless accusation can truly spread like a wildfire, no matter where you are right now. Okay, so it's going to leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. And yeah, I think as advocates for human rights, we all are here must leverage our platform to promote accurate information, combat misinformation is really needed, and the amplify the voices of those unjustly accused is truly important too. So to conclude my speech, I think I encourage all of us to recognize the gravity of the issue that maybe right now is going on, because false allegation threaten the peace and the well-being of ourselves, of our society, and also get impact on the peace within the society. So as we engage in this seminar discussion and share insight during the seminar, I'd like to ask all of you to collectively pledge to work towards a world where justice tempered with compassion, truth prevails over falsehood, and the pursuit of peace is not derailed by the shadow of baseless accusation. Thank you so much for listening. I'm giving back to Dr. Dia.
Thank you so much, respected Hardiana, for your time and great words and great speech. Thank you so very much. Our next keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Nada Radkovic from Croatia. She is global educator, international speaker, and country director. Welcome, respected. Ground is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Greetings from Croatia. Today on this International Human Rights, we really need our voice needs to be here. I see we have the youth with us, and especially they are young, and I really don't want this amazing youth to have this type of problems like we are having. Professor Nada can say that she has witnessing it on her own skin, and it is starting before, I can say, almost 2 years that so many people, especially two women who are making this false accusation against me. But I swear, I know what person am I, and if I cannot help you, I will not do nothing bad. So, what to do in this world? We know that we have so many fake people, and me, like an economic, always say, let everybody do that. And you are taking a loan, but for the loan, you will pay interest. So making this to anyone is really bad. And I know that we are coming from different cultures, but no one culture is learning this way of behavior. And I think that we say yes, we need to pray, we need to forget, we need to forgive, but these things are against us, and this false accusation is a claim of allegation of wrongdoing to all of us. And how can we support this? I want to say to thanks to Dr. Dia for organizing this seminar. I want to thanks to Arafat Faiza, all who are working on this, because we, like an individual, cannot do nothing. And also, I don't have nothing. I cannot do it by the law. So really, I want to say I'm really well-known educator, awarded, multi-awarded first in my country. In my country, I'm well-known in Europe, for me, very important. And then here global. And these people who are talking these things, they are not educators. They are not educators. So how can you talk about the education? So let us live on our way. And I will say, yes, there's so many people around us, and I cannot say they are our friends, but we have so many who are supporting us. And I want to thank to all, because this is a harsh reality. And I can say it is a fortunate that in our lives there are people whose value is immeasurable. Here today, I'm here with these people. I'm here with these people who are full of love, understanding, attention, who know that our dreams, I am building my dreams whole life. I sacrifice whole my life for being somebody, and there is nobody who will destroy my world. And it is, as I say, only a cloud of fog. But the reality is, I will fight until the last atom of my strength. So when these people come to me, I will say, yes, you come to me, but I will never, I can forgive, but never forget what they do. So nobody will destroy my reputation, not only mine, all of us. I will not say the names, but that names, I am a part of European Humanitarian Organization for the Human Rights. One call Professor Nada make, and all of them will be on the place. As my friend said before a few days, the prisons will not be empty then. So thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, respected Professor Dr. Nada Redkovich, for your time and great words. Our next keynote speaker, respected Mr. Arfat from India. Welcome, respected. Ground is yours.
Thank you, Dia, for inviting me. So let me make it very short. In this very rapidly moving environment, rapidly moving world, even the information are freely and rapidly reaching each and everyone very fast. On the one part, it is very good. On the second part, it's very cruel, because many are using this. We can say they are weaponizing it to do the false accusations and allegations to others. And we can see many paid companies or paid persons who are doing this thing, only false allegations and false accusations. If we come to the case of individuals, organizations, countries, even there are many paid channels who are there only for the paid allegations and paid accusations and just spreading fake informations. So the only one thing what we have to do, if we are being in that part, if we are accused, or if our friends are accused, or if our organizations are accused, just do one thing. Check the fact. Just try all the sources of information, whether if it's right or not. Because nowadays, if you go through the social medias, in each and every social medias, whether if it's Facebook, Instagram, and all other media channels, even all the news channels, everything is bought. So only you have to check the fact what is happening in the world right now, and just have a direct perspective and talk to them, whether if it's right or not. Just don't blindly believe what you are hearing or what you are seeing, because nowadays everything is made up. So just have a fact check and see which is made up and which is the real reality. So let us build a resilient community together, and let us stand united against the shadows of deception, and let's work together for a more informed and a compassionate society. So I'm very happy to see all the our future in the screen with the boards. Very great. So it's this information is all for you. Whatever information you hear, just do the fact check. Okay, that will be very great for your future. And thank you once again for inviting me, Dr. Dia, and thank you all my friends. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And I'll be always there to support justice and whatever it is right. And please don't be silent with anyone. Just do the fact check and straight away talk. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Arfat. Thank you for your time and great words. Our next keynote speaker, Ms. Faiza Pradhan from Bangladesh. She is an international speaker and a great leader. Welcome, dear Faiza. Ground is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Greetings to all of you. So good to see all these amazing leaders and that we all are here today to talk about these very important issues. And as this organization, UHO, and being a part of this and bringing this topic and sharing with all is really vital, because Hadiana also addressed that some of us also been through this like past 3-4 months, I guess, if I'm not wrong. So I think, yeah, this is a high time that people should talk about it. And if someone is going through this kind of accusation by any colleague, any friends, or any social group people, they just need to find a common ground and to speak about it and make them accountable. If someone is talking about something behind someone, I think it should come with some sort of responsibility, because any action that we take, it has naturally a reaction. So it depends on that action, what sort of actions we are taking in initiating and throwing that tantrum to one another, especially when it comes to that some kind of social gathering people or working related people. You just cannot go and talk whatever you feel like to talk if you don't have any valid reason. On the other hand, if you have something, why don't you go upwards and speak to them directly, or take some sort of good initiative and action to correct it if you think it's bad for the society, right? So that's the kind of mindset they should have first. And as my topic is addressed here, how women should deal with such problems. Actually, it's not only about women, it's about everyone. So what is important here, this kind of false allegations, rumors, everyone's psychology is very different. Some people are very strong. They might not get upset, or they will take some time to process, and they will look forward to it. But what about those other people who are sensitive, who have zero tolerance for such nonsense, and they are not used to it? It's really, really dangerous thing to do to one another. So psychologically, it's gonna affect so many people. If I have to address women and girls, very sensitive. It's very sensitive. Everything is interconnected and related. So how we are very double standard kind of lifestyle and activity doing is like talking about education, talking about leadership, doing good for the world, but we do not hold that kind of transparency even with ourselves. So that's some kind of complex that people already developed. That's why only formal education is not important. As I have been talking in my every platform, at every work, that people need to learn why it's important to educate the mind, your inner intellect, your inner understanding, instead of going to some fixed rules and regulations. So that's where people are trying to fit into the system. So we need to break these things as transformational learning, leadership, understanding the way it's important, the same way self-mastery, self-learning should be the first priority for every individual. So on that note, we know all the legal issues, it could arise anywhere. So everyone who is going to, if you are close to that person, friend, brother, sister, anything, support that person to go for legal actions if it's like very severe, because somebody could ruin their reputation, ruin their job, ruin their industry. You never know. So no one holds that kind of rights to speak anything wrong about someone behind their back. That has to stop. If you feel like something is wrong, please be upfront and speak to that person or to the system. Yeah, so on that note, my final take will be, let's bring peace. There will be some people like this who doesn't like others to be happy and to grow. They always feel complex. Today, if you are doing good, or I'm doing good, the other person might develop that insecurity in their mind. So all this kind of backbiting, gossip, envy basically started piling up in their mind. So that's how they give birth to that sort of thought process. So that's why there are a lot of other things that we need to inspire and acknowledge others. That growth mindset is very important. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Faiza, for your time. Our next keynote speaker, Professor Khairuddin from Malaysia. Welcome, respected. Ground is yours.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Am I audible, Dr. Dia?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, now, making false allegations have significant implications from a human rights perspective, both in terms of legal framework and moral or religious considerations. So in the next 2-3 minutes, I will try to, give my take from it. Now, the key points that we need to consider, okay? Number one, the legal implications. False allegations can violate human rights laws in several ways. Very important, A, the right of reputation. Okay, individuals have a right to enjoy good reputation guaranteed under international human rights law. False allegations can harm individuals' reputation, causing damage to their personal and professional life. B, now the right to a fair trial. False accusations can undermine the right to a fair trial as they may lead to wrongful arrests or convictions. Accused individuals have a right to defend themselves against the allegations, but should not be subject to a baseless accusations that can unfairly impact their legal rights. Okay, that's important. Now the next one. Okay, C, presumption of innocence. Human rights law upholds the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. You are innocent until proven guilty. False allegations can violate this principle by presuming guilt without sufficient evidence, jeopardizing individuals' rights to a fair legal process. Okay, number two, let's talk about the moral considerations. Now, from a moral standpoint, and of course from the religious standpoint, making false allegations raises the following concerns. Okay, A, ethical responsibility. I won't go into detail, I'm sure what it means. Okay, and then the respect for the truth. And finally, C, empathy and comparisons. So that's my short take on tonight's topic. Dr. Dia, thank you for having me. I now hand the session over back to Dr. Dia Cowdery.
Thank you, respected Professor Khairuddin, for your time and great words. Our next keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Dragan from Macedonia. Welcome, respected. Ground is yours.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I'm honored to be part for this campaign today. Thank you, Dr. Dia, for inviting me. I speak shortly. False allegations are really true sins which few antisocial elements of society are doing nowadays. When we see the psychological behind this crooked mental is just only one thing: jealousy, insecurity, and hatred. Why such people exist? Some things we asked this question frequently to our society, and we don't get an answers. We should never see only one side of the coin, but we should investigate full scenario about any incident and one's person's character before any judgment. We should believe in honesty is the best policy. Being judgmental is not good all the time. We all are different people and have different perspectives. We should respect everyone and try to create peace and harmony wherever we live. But with positive people, we do have negative people who are continually bullying and makes false allegations. Such people need serve punishment according to Article 12, where we are talking about the protection of human rights and protecting honor. For the end conclusion, let's punish these people so that they learn some lessons and avoid false allegation in incontinent people and can spread negative vibes among humanity. Thank you very much, Dr. Dia. Let's spread love, harmony, and always positive energy. Thank you very much. Greetings from Macedonia.
Thank you for your time and great words. Thank you, Dr. Dragan. Our next keynote speaker, respected Daniel from USA. Welcome, respected. Ground is yours.
Yes, good morning, evening, afternoon to everyone. As always, it is a privilege to be part of this ever-growing community of respecteds, and thank you to Ms. Daya for gathering us for these important global topics. The topic that I'm talking about is the ill effects of false allegations on the health of family life, community, and globally, and how to manage it and deal with it. So, open communication is key, supportive, not alleging, in social circumstances, and be aware of your own personal reflection on others. As a society, we have particular norms that are expected of us. And when these are not in alignment with what others think they should comply with average community standards, it can bring much distress to an individual that is not regulated in moving with themselves without regard to outside stigma attachment. So what this means is when one is consciously supportive in themselves without concern to what others think regarding gender, race, sexuality, and lifestyle standards. As a supporter of all these complete, total, innate human rights and witnessing defamation of one's character due to personal choices, it's dehumanizing and it's against the law and part of the human rights law, and it creates a double standard. So there are many allegations against people that are controlled policies that truly go against the human rights law, and they have a twisted form of control that ties into defamation of the character, like marriage equality and religious freedom, and also gender equality. But instead of merely a game of allowing morsels of legal equality, they placate these groups and keep them in just the right amount of balance between feeling like they are trapped and free with regulating what should be free acts of human rights. So by doing this, they are holding a control effect over much of the population, not allowing actual freedom of human rights and falsely holding claims and false allegations. And when this happens, it causes a defamation of the character, causing an inner community stress that halts the peace protection that a community tries to bring upon themselves. And when the natural human rights cause segregation, separation, it then turns into chaos dealing with the inner effects on family and community, the lack of support and controlled effect of the different parts of community. Then in turn, it turns into things like manifestations of depression and anxiety. Then these have a grave gravitational effect of negative energy balance within the family and the community. And then in turn, it affects things globally. Anytime you have a disruption of that defamation of character, it's going to cause a lot of community stress because there are so many different communities that are trying to operate together. But because they have this segregation, it still creates the friction in between. So having a law that dictates what is a natural human behavior further creates division between people by telling others what is considered normal and not normal. This, to me, is the grand of as falsely allegating, and it's an intent to defame a character. Natural human rights are just that. This in and of itself creates a responsibility to be culturally mindful of ethics of one another and to see how it affects families and community. At some point, all of us in our lives have been affected by this. We've all experienced defamation of culture, sexuality, core beliefs, and as community partners, it all begins with us, and to see the light of the matter of carrying out equal rights and respecting each other. Thank you very much for allowing me the opportunity to speak on this important topic today.
Thank you, my beautiful lady, for your time and great words. Thank you so very much. Our next keynote speaker, respected Professor Dr. Inga Huchilova from Georgia. She is Global Educator, International Speaker, and Country Director. Welcome, respected. Ground is yours.
Welcome to all of you. Today we have to talk about really a very important issue. False accusation can deter a person. No one has the right to bring an innocent person to a very difficult psychological state It is important for the accuser to speak with evidence and not in the mode of slander, but to prove what he says with evidence, facts, experts also conclusions. False allegation can lead to reputation damage. Damage to reputation can affect personal and professional relationship. It is very important fact. It cannot also cause stress and emotional disturbance. Constant psychological stress can cause symptoms of depression and emotional stress. Needless to say, legal battles and the need to defend yourself can cause a significant financial burden. False accusations can lead to social isolation as friends, also family and colleagues fall away due to fear or uncertainty. The experience of being falsely accused can affect the victim's ability to trust others in future relationships. There may be a fear of being accused of lying again. It is important to note that the psychological impact of false accusation can be severe, as long-lasting support from friends, family, and mental health professionals can be crucial in helping an individual cope with this challenge. Legal release is possible can also help restore the victim reputation and well-being. It is necessary to right and punish the person who destroys the reputation of an innocent person. I said once again that this can cause serious problem in the family, society, work, and lead the victim to commit suicide also. Because not everyone has the same psychology, and some are very emotional like me. So we all should take care to eliminate this problem, I believe. Thank you so much for everything, my dear respected friends. Dr. Dia, thank you so much.
Thank you, respected Dr. Inga, for your time and great speech. Our next beautiful child, welcome, dear Alina. Stage is yours.
Welcome, my dear leaders. I definitely want to say a few words. You are all very important figure to me. I grew up with you and learned a lot. I still have a lot to learn. Every day I see your dedication and care to the community and especially the youth. Today, I, Elena Shalambert, the ambassador from Georgia, I am ready to fight against lies. Today, we are together with my friends. And tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, we will be even more. The voice of young people is very important. They take us to school every day, and you, my leaders, teach us that we should love each other, respect each other, support each other. And the time has come for us to do it. We will stop the false accusation. My leaders are very dear to me. No one has the right to accuse world's leaders. It is biggest crime. My dear Professor Nada, Professor Dragan, my Queen Elizabeth, to my dear Uche, amazing Herdiana, dear Dia, wonderful Arafat, my dear Professor Kerdin, and everyone, we are with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, dear Alina, for your great words and for your time and motivation. Thank you so much. We all are human beings, and we must support each other in all the possible ways, because human beings are born to love each other. Our basic and mutual goal is to promote each peace and love and care. Disturbing someone's lives by making false, strong allegations is a serious sin socially, morally, and religiously.